Namaskar, myself Pratik. In this session, we are going to discuss implementation of decision tree classifier. We will perform building and testing of decision tree classifier in this session. Let us start this session. In previous session, we have already featured scaled our training and test data. Now we are at a position to fit our decision tree classifier over this dataset. So let us discuss the code to fit decision tree classifier over the training data. In order to build decision tree classifier, we have to import decision tree classifier class from sklearn.tree sublibrary. This decision tree classifier has fit and predict method. So we have to import this decision tree classifier from tree sublibrary of sklearn to implement decision tree algorithm. So by using this line of statement, we are importing decision tree classifier from tree sublibrary of sklearn. After importing this, we have to create an object. So here we are creating an object named as classifier from this class. It is very important to note that here we are specifying two parameters. First parameter is criterion, where we are specifying entropy, and second parameter is random state, where we are specifying an integer value, that is 0 in this case. Let us discuss the importance of these parameters. As we have discussed in our previous sessions on our discussion on decision tree, we know that decision tree can be built by using two techniques. One is entropy and second is Gini index. So we can specify the criterion for building our decision tree by using this parameter. So if we specify entropy here, it means that we are building the decision tree on the basis of entropy or information gain. But if you specify criterion as Gini, then decision tree will be built on the concept of Gini index. So you can specify entropy or Gini as criterion for this class. By fixing random state, we ensure that whenever we rerun the code, it always ensure uniform result. So same sequence of random number will be generated if we fix random state to an integer value. This ensure that the seed value of the random number generator will be fixed and the same rows will be selected randomly every time when you rerun the code. So for matching our output after every rerun of the code, it is suggested to fix random state to a fixed integer value, and in this case we are fixing it to 0. After creating the object of this class, the next step is to fit the decision tree model, and for this we have to invoke fit method of this class, and here we are passing xtrain and ytrain. So the decision tree model will be built on the basis of xtrain and ytrain. Let us move to Spider to build this classifier. Here our data has already been featured scaled and we are ready to build the model now. We will build our model on xtrain, which carry the value of independent variables with the corresponding values of class attribute, which is in ytrain. We have 300 records in xtrain and ytrain. Xtrain carry the value of independent variables, while ytrain carry their corresponding values of dependent attribute. So we will build our model on xtrain and ytrain. So in order to build this decision tree classifier, we are importing decision tree classifier class from sklearn.tree sublibrary. We are creating its object by passing criterion as entropy because we are building decision tree on entropy, and mentioning random state at 0 so that re-execution of this code should give same results. In fit method we are passing xtrain and ytrain. Let us execute this code to build our decision tree. So you can see decision tree has been built. Now let us discuss the code to test this model. So by using classifier.fit method we have already built our model, and you know that by using predict method we can test our model. We have to supply xtest to this predict method. So here we are using classifier.predict method and we are passing xtest to make predictions for dependent variables given in xtest, and all these predicted values will be stored in ypredict. So you can further understand that we have fitted our model over xtrain and ytrain on 300 records. Now we are going to make predictions over test data which contain 100 records of dependent variables. These predicted values will be stored in ypredict. Then these predicted values of ypredict can be compared with ytest to evaluate the accuracy of our model. So let us execute this code to create ypredict. So you can see that ypredict has been created. These are the predictions for 100 records which are made by this decision tree classifier. The corresponding actual values are in ytest. So we can compare these predicted values with actual values which are given in ytest. You can see that the model performed very good. The record at index value 7, the model make prediction that the user is going to purchase the product, and actually the user has also purchased the product. The system has made wrong predictions in case of record at index value 13, 15 and 16, because here predicted value is 1, means user is going to purchase the product, but actually the user has not purchased the product. For row value 18, our predicted value and actual value is same. Model predict that the user is going to purchase the product, and actually the user has also purchased that product. For row number 21 it is same, for row number 23 it is same, but for row number 25 it is not same. And in that way we can compare the value of ypredict and ytest. By having this observation, it appeared that the model is performed pretty good. But in order to analyze the performance of classifier properly in a mathematical way, we have some quality metrics like confusion matrix, precision, recall and accuracy. We will discuss all these concepts in our next video session. I request all of you to subscribe this YouTube channel to receive latest video tutorials on topics like data mining, machine learning, DBMS, big data, NoSQL and many more. To learn DBMS, you can join this online course on Udemy platform. Same way, we have online course on SQL and PLSQL over Udemy platform. I have also authored books on data mining and data warehousing, DBMS, NoSQL, beginning with SQL and PLSQL for beginners. To read more about this, you can refer my website prateekbhatia.com. Thanks for watching this video.